If you don't know by now, the US reported a job loss, not gain, in the month of July 2026. So naturally, people are looking for where the jobs are. I am going to give you a career playbook that I use with my clients. Okay, so people pay for this, but I am giving it to you for free on how you are going to find jobs before they even hit the job boards. You know, I took notes. Let's talk about it. So when a company builds a large facility, whether it's SpaceX, Meta, whomever, there are jobs that are listed in different categories. So you'll have direct jobs, contract jobs, as well as supply chain jobs. Recruiters even build something called a workforce pipeline. So a direct job is a job that is created by the company itself. So employees work directly for the company. Contract jobs are jobs created from outside companies who provide services to the primary company for services, different projects, whatever they may need. So we're thinking construction companies, maintenance companies, security companies, and technology contractors. Then you have supply chain jobs. Those are jobs created by businesses that provide the materials, equipment, or the services needed for the project. An example of that would be companies that provide parts, transportation, repairs, or other support needed for the primary company to do their main job. A workforce pipeline is something that recruiters, well, I don't know if they do it now, but when I worked in talent acquisition, we would create a pipeline of people who qualified for the jobs that we knew were coming up that we would be hiring. And so we would start maybe 6 to 8 months out and say, hey, are you interested in something like this? I know it's coming down the line. I see you have this experience. Can I put you down for this? And should things change, I'll call you, yada, yada, yada. 9 times out of 10 people would say yes. Now, the reason why they do that is because these companies, especially now that they're coming to the state of Louisiana, they have to do something called workforce development, which is preparing workers with education, training, and skills that the companies need before the hiring starts. This is where we are now. We are in the workforce development portion. And this matters because even though the main goal is to launch a rocket, it takes a lot of people for something like that to occur. So they don't just plop down and it's done. People get paid to do it. So, okay, get out your own notebook and I'm going to read you the playbook that I have that I swear by. Okay. One, you are going to detox from the job searching board. Like, stop the job searching boards. Okay. That's your last. Okay. You need to start earlier by finding out what companies are coming to your state, what jobs they will need, and what skills you need to build before the hiring starts. Number two, you need to follow the economic development websites. Every state has an economic development agency. Your city may even have one, depending on how large your city is. Okay. And those agencies announce companies moving into the state, new construction projects, government incentives, business expansions, and workforce training programs. If you live in the state of Louisiana, that's already taken care of for you here on this page. However, it doesn't hurt for you to go and know this stuff for yourself, okay? Because I have a whole system to how I post stuff, so it may not be as rapidly as you need it. So you can go to that website. It's Louisiana Economic Development. You can Google that, or you can type in opportunitylouisiana.gov. And the purpose of doing this is because a lot of this stuff is public knowledge before they even start hiring. So it's not the fact that it's a secret, it's the fact that by the time that you are actually applying to the job, somebody already knew about it 2 years ago. They've prepared, they've networked, they've met everybody. You're not beating them into their job, beloved. Okay. Step 3, you are going to read government announcements. You want to pay attention to your state press releases, federal contract announcements, construction announcements, company relocation announcements, and those announcements will tell you who is coming, where they are going, and what type of work they will need. You can even set up Google Alerts to where you don't have to go and find this every day. If you set up Google Alerts for your economic development in your state, it will come to your email. Hello? Easy. It does it for you. All you got to do is open your email after you set up the alert. Step 4, you are going to do your networking ahead of time. You can't wait until Recruiter Jane posts the job. You need to go and use LinkedIn. This is where it becomes your advantage because, yes, you have been using LinkedIn wrong. Once you know that a company is coming, you need to find the company employees, the project managers, the recruiters, contractors already involved, and local workforce organizations. And the easiest thing about that is if you go and type in the company name and follow the company on LinkedIn, a list of all the people that work for the company pop up. cheat code. Like, why are y'all not using that? Okay. You want to start connecting with these people before the hiring begins, but don't message and say, "Are you hiring?" Instead, you want to say, "Hello, I saw your company is coming to my state. I'm following this project. I would love to connect and learn more about what it is that your team works on, what you do." You need to build that relationship with them. Okay. Ask for advice. What certification should I get? What are they looking for? What would the ideal employee be? People love to talk about what they do, whether you believe it or not. And y'all jinx it on certain apps. I'm not gonna say the name. Say, "Oh, I hate when people ask me what I do." It's a whole club that loves it. So whatever. From those connections and from what you learn about the company, because you're gonna look at jobs that they've hired for, the types of jobs that the people you're following or connecting with on LinkedIn now have. And then from there, you're going to look for the skills. You can look on their page. They will tell you what skills they have. You can look for job descriptions, which might be a little harder if they're not hiring for those jobs. You get what I'm saying? But if you look on that person's page, then you can look at the skills that they have, the certifications that they have on their LinkedIn. All the information is there, okay? For aerospace and advanced manufacturing companies, they're going to need things like electrical workers, welding, machining, equipment operation, maintenance, technology, logistics, project support, and safety. Y'all done ran project management certifications into the ground, but they're going to need them. Okay. And you don't need every single one of these skills. Find the job that best aligns with your interests, things that you will do. Okay. Please do not go and try to get an electrical job if you know that your concentration is bad. You will hurt yourself fatally. You know what I'm saying? But maybe do plumbing instead. Still dangerous, but not as dangerous. Like you got a little bit of response time there. Okay. So I have written down an assignment that you are going to do. Okay. So before you apply to any other job, you need to find your state's economic development website, look at the latest company announcements, make a list of companies. Ooh, not me remembering why I ordered this from Temu in the first place. Okay, so let's do this again. This is your assignment for the week. You are going to find your state's economic development website, look at the companies that have announcements, sign up for their email alerts or set up Google alerts. Make a list of companies that are expanding or relocating near you. Search those companies on LinkedIn. Connect with the employees, the recruiters, the leader, the marketing team, whoever. Connect with somebody that works for that company on LinkedIn. Identify one skill at least or one certification that you can begin building and then start building it. And that is your career playbook. You have to remember that the advantage does not always go to the person who applies to the job. The advantage often goes to the person who saw the opportunity coming. Now, if you are confused about any of this or you need any additional help, then I want you to comment playbook in the comments and we can break it down right here on this page. No charge. You're not paying for anything. Just help me help you. Bye.